Hi everyone, and welcome back to Steel Division. Major here. So I have been receiving a few messages asking me to do a bit of a review on the decks now that we're in the second phase or the second wave of Steel Division, where more um, divisions and battle groups are available, both for the Allies and for the Germans. And so I thought I'd do a few videos on some of the battle groups in the second wave. So we've got the 16th Luftwaffe. Now, if you look at Phase A, Phase B, and Phase C, quite a strong division. 100 points on Phase A with the combat recon, 150 on Phase B, which is skirmish, and still a reasonable amount in Phase C when things get down and ugly in the battle phase. So I do have a battle group, but I've cleared it, and I just thought, well, I'd start it again. Now, if you have a look at the 16 Luftwaffe, quite a powerful division. Let's go in. We'll do recon first. So we've got Ofaka. You look at it, two people, submachine guns, range of 100, and you've got the MG42 or MG34, range of 600. You look at the armour on the vehicle, 2-in-1. Now, even if it came up against the British with a Piat, not really that um, effective. Now, if we look at the Kumba wagon, a lot quicker. It's not designed with armour, so you're going to set it back a bit. You let the machine gun use its range of 600 metres, and once again, two guys with submachine guns. You look at the Fusiliers. Yep, okay, they're in a truck, but look at the range of weapons. You've got two, the MP28 with a range of 100 metres. You've got six with the Carbonara with a range of 300. You got the MG15 with a range of 400, 225 rounds a minute, and the big one for recon is you got the Panzerfaust. That is going to be invaluable for recon if they're going to be um, forward deployed in bushes, bocage, in buildings. It gives them some defence against all kinds of vehicles. So they, for me, are an absolute certainty. So we'll get a couple of those. Might come back to that. Infantry. Yep, you've got to have a command officer so you keep the morale up so people don't break too early. And then you look at the Jaeger. Once again, you've got some submachine guns, rifles, light machine gun, and Panzerfaust. So the Jaegers are definitely in. Pioneers, okay, very much like the Jaegers, except they've got the grenades. So I'll go with the medium machine gun, MG34, 800 meter range, 326 rounds a minute. Good amount of bullets going down range to provide cover. Then in phase B, more officers, got the Jaegers again with the mixed arms, submachine guns, rifles, light machine guns, and protection against armour and vehicles with the Panzerfaust. So yeah, so we'll go for those. Pioneers, very much like the Jaeger, but you don't have the anti-tank capability except for that one frag grenade. So with that, I will probably go more machine guns and more Jaeger. So there we go, plenty of infantry. For tanks, Phase A, Panzer 730 really does not provide any sort of value whatsoever. Got a 600 meter range with a machine gun, but you look at the armor, 2, 2, and 2 all the way around, really isn't going to provide that much value. So you're better off holding back for phase B, where you can get the Stugs, low silhouette, good armor protection, high velocity 75mm L48 gun. You look at the AP value of 14, out to 1,000 meters, pardon me, out to 1,000 meters range, good value. So we'll load up with those in phase B. Phase C, we get more Stugs, and then in phase C, you will also get the Stug 3G with some side armor protection as well. Yep, we'll take three of those as well. Now, the reason I've got in phase C, I've taken the two single Stugs, is that they're veteran units. They've got the 1 star above them, which means they should perform a little better, less likely to fall back or break. and will also help morale of units around them. For support, we've got the flame thrower, definitely going to have one of those. Now I am very big on supply trucks. The reason being will become apparent once I get down to the anti-tank and artillery. So for anti-tank, yep, got Panzerschrecks. They can only help the infantry move forward with both recon and in the city areas. So we'll have some of those. Pack 38, definitely. Pack 40s, yes. And that will about do us. When you combine those, hang on, that's there, Pack B, Pack 50, Pack 1, Pack 40. Okay, we'll leave it at that. When you combine the limited anti-tank guns with the Panzerschrecks and the fact that infantry have protection with the Panzer Force as well, we're quite well covered there. So, anti-aircraft, 20mm cannon, range of 800 meters, firing rate of 315 rounds per minute, not too bad. You look at the flavouring, yep. This is also very good against infantry in the open, but you have to balance that as against the need to actually protect the troops, remembering that the Allies do have aerial superiority. Flak A, Phase A, why not get Flak 36? Also can be used for anti-tank. Um, the NAG 450, truck mounted, which means it is more mobile, range of 1,000 meters, 30, 32 mil, 37 millimeter gun, very effective, good rate of fire. And because it is on a truck and it is designed purely for flak, you're not going to have it in the forward areas. So we might get one of those. There we go. And then we get down to the flavouring again. Twin 37mm cannons. Good rate of fire. Once again, if it catches infantry in the open, can be devastating, but I am going to prefer to go for Flak 36 for obvious reasons, for its dual capability both for anti-aircraft and anti-tank. For artillery, alright, you can go the 50mm, you look at the 50mm, yep, 700 meter range, 15 rounds per minute, not too bad. You go to the 80mm mortar and look at the range, almost double, which is going to be a lot more effective. So we'll go for two of those, and then I'm into the field guns. These field guns, 2600 meter, don't do a lot of damage on infantry with only 9 HP, but they are very effective at pinning down and getting units to fall back. Also got the 120mm mortar, great suppressive value with HE at 20, and then you got the open blitz with the 105mm cannon, or howitzer, 122, sorry, 2600 meter range, so we're going to go for those. Now for the rate of fire of those units, that's why I've gone, if you look back in support, I've gone for so many trucks to keep them supplied in ammunition. But going back to aircraft now, yep, we'll definitely get a Stork. We will also need some, now, 109s, one 250 kilogram bomb. You're looking phase B, we've got the HS-129 ground attack aircraft. We also have the Fokker Wolf with 2 rocket launchers. We will definitely have those. Junkers 88, 28 bombs, only 50 kilos, but a nice spread. You can do a lot of damage with those, so we'll have some of those. Phase C, yep, we want some more junkers. And so we've still got a bit of room for some more aircraft. We don't have a lot of fighters, so maybe we go from 109s. Okay, they've only got the one 250 kilo bomb, but means they can do a bit of dogfighting as well. Uh, Go for another Fokker Wolf in Phase B. That gives us a bit of anti-tank capability. So now we've still got three placements left. Let's go back to Recon. Fusiliers. Yep, let's get some more Fusiliers. Means we've got effectively through Phase A and Phase B, we've got another 11 squads of infantry when you look at the card as to what they have. And they've got anti-tank protection. Infantry, we've filled up. Tank, we've filled up. Support, yep, we're done. Anti-tank, I'm quite comfortable with what we've got there. So anti-aircraft. All right, so we've got the possibility in Phase A to bring out another elite unit with the Flak 36. So we'll do that. And artillery, we can bring out some more field guns, and we'll do that. So let's go back. So that's what my battle group would look like. Plenty of recon, all with anti-tank capability. Infantry, plenty of anti-tank capability supported by heavy machine guns. We've got the Stooks with a low silhouette, high velocity L48 75mm gun. Very destructive against most of the American or Allied tanks of the time. In support, we've got some flamethrowers with heaps of supply trucks to support and rearm both the infantry and the artillery. So in anti-tank, we've got the Panzerschrecks to support the Fusiliers and the infantry, and we've also got what was that, 6 anti-tank guns, both Pack 40s and Pack 38s, the 50mm variety. Anti-air, we've got 4 Flak 36, and we've got 1 NAG 4500 with a 37mm cannon, so the NAGs will stay back away from the front line to actually just dedicated anti-aircraft, where with the Flak 36s, you can have the option to keep them in the back to take out and put pressure on the enemy aircraft, or you can forward deploy them for anti-tank capability. So artillery, we've got some 80mm mortars, and then we've got some field guns just to put some heavy suppression downrange to support the Jaegers and the Fusiliers. And then we've got some aircraft support both with the Stork, which can bring in forward observation artillery, 109s with bombs. We've also got the Fokker Wolves with the rockets, and then we've got the Junkers 188, each carrying 28 50-kilo bombs, just to put down a nice spread of suppression against the enemy. So the idea in this battle group deck that I've rebuilt is I've got recon to support the infantry. I've got some good low silhouette, high hitting Stugs to support the infantry against armour. We've got plenty of supply. We've got heaps of anti-tank, both within the anti-air bracket and dedicated anti-tank. We've got heaps of artillery, and we've got some anti-aircraft support. So a pretty good combined arms setup. Let me know what you think. Give it a try if you wish, and love to hear your feedback and maybe some varieties of how you play the 16th Luftwaffe. But until next time, this is the Major out. Bye bye.